get a free CGB Shark token when you use the promo code CGB5 at checkout on any order at CoolStuffInc.com. That's promo code CGB5 at CoolStuffInc.com. And a big thank you to them for sponsoring my channel. You're cool. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena, another day in the public library. Hopefully only one more day before they come out and fix my internet. It should happen. It really, really should happen. And then we can get back to recording in the dojo, but in the library dojo, we must keep it secret, keep it safe, keep it quiet, and carry on. So today I'm playing a black-green venture into the dungeon deck. My first venturing into the dungeon, because I think a lot of the venture cards, spoiler alert, aren't the greatest, but I do have this here Planeswalker. That's very excited. Eliwick Tumblestrum, +1, venture into the dungeon. Nice. So there are 3 different dungeons. They do a variety of things. We'll put them kind of on display in the gameplay, so just watch the gameplay and you'll get an idea of what going into the dungeons means. There is a -2 that lets you look at your top 6. You put a creature into your hand. We have a lot of those. If it's legendary, we have 1 of those. You gain 3 life. And then the -7 is actually a very useful emblem in the deck, because if we do -7, all of our tiny creatures like Innkeepers, Eye Twitches, and Shambling Ghasts each get +2/+2 for each differently named dungeon we've completed. They also get Trample and Haste, so it's kind of a sneaky win con. It's also just because of how well we gum up the board and keep them busy. Most people tend to ignore Eliwick, and then they do so at their own peril. We can ramp into her early using Prosperous Innkeeper, Shambling Ghast, Deadly Dispute. So just having another Planeswalker in the deck, one that's cheaper than Lulth, actually has turned out to be much better than I would have anticipated. We're doing the usual Blood on the Snow, Lulth, Deadly Dispute, Eye Twitch, Shambling Ghast stuff. We get to add Prosperous Innkeeper to the mix, which gains a good amount of life, keeps us alive, and helps us ramp. Everything about it is sweet. Some fun ofs. We also get 4 Binding the Old Gods to just deal with the random stuff, but the fun ofs are Ebon Death Dracolich as the legendary creature we can dig up with Eliwick and gain life, and also with all the creatures that die, we can keep bringing it back as a win con, and Gelatinous Cube, because we have no other way in the deck to exile frickin' anything, but the cube as a creature can come back over and over thanks to Blood on the Snow, and can be dug up by Eliwick, so having utility creatures in the deck makes a lot of sense. Might also want to run one of the Changelings, Masked Vandal, to just exile some artifacts and enchantments. If they were a bigger part of the format, I'd probably do that for sure. What I really need is a creature that just exiles target creature land. Give it flash too, because creature lands are a pain, but we have a lot of ways to chump them. And then we have 4 Faceless Havens, because Snow Deck, it does what it does. And yeah, which board? I mean, you've seen the learn boards by now. Do I really need to tell you what's in the learn board and why necessarily? Cards that are good late, because the deck does go late, and a few cards for early play. All right. I want to say thank you to everybody who supported me while my internet's been down. It's been a saga of power being out, then internet being out. It's been miserable, and it's been really hard being away from you guys, being unable to stream on Twitch especially. Like, I miss it. I'm probably not going to be able to stream on one of my scheduled streaming days. I'm really sorry, but I'll be back soon. And thank you to everybody who supported on Patreon or hit the join below. And I'm glad you guys appreciate the hustle coming down here and relocating the whole setup to the library. If you want to see pictures of my setup and my library on Twitter, check that out. And a portion of the proceeds from the videos recorded here will go to my local public library. Big thank you to them, the Peninsula Library here, for hooking me up. They're bending the rules slightly. I'm only supposed to have this room for 2 hours. They're giving it to me for 3. You know why? Because they're cool. And because we're not recording an outro today, let me just throw it in now. You, yes you, you're cool. Now let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Well, we've got Innkeeper, but we're on the draw. I guess turn 3 Binding has to be good enough. Layer on turn 1. Will it be mono green or something else? Something a little more feisty. Not a snowland. Interesting. And no creature. Here comes an Innkeeper. just ramp, I guess. Interesting. Attack, see what's up. Okay, nothing. Just gonna play this in Deadly Dispute, I guess. I feel like they have Divide by 0. And 4 mana. Do they finally do something? Eureka moment. Okay. What do we grab? Against them? Against ramp? Don't feel like the exhibition's gonna do anything. I'm just gonna grab more land. Of course, anytime you grab sciences, you're required to draw 2 lands off the top. Are we ready for a coma? Not really. Is our deck ready for a coma? Not really. Alright, I'm just going to start pushing Eliwick here. So are we the aggro deck? Is the Lost Mine, which is the one I would usually use. It's kind of just the middle of the road one. Dungeon of the Mad Mage is way too long. Trapped Entry, trying to make them lose life and discard cards. I just don't think it's good enough. Let's go with this. We've got Innkeeper. Of course they do. They've got 2 Innkeepers. Baller. Did they also draw another land? Okay. All these little creatures. No land. Play it. Alright, let's make a 1/1. I don't think they want to sacrifice their treasures to fetch with this, but they might do it. They do need to hit those land drops. Alright, let's lulth up. We are also gaining life. So the -7 is where we get the emblem, and then our creatures start to have impact. Uh-oh, here comes 7 mana something. Will it be Coma? Will it be Summoner? It'll be Summoner. Okay. Big story. Bro. Okay. 2 mana. I guess we'll have enough for an Innkeeper. So we go Innkeeper. Binding. Giant drops to the ground. One thing we should try to line up are points where we can play a binding in a spot where they'd want to Cyclone Summoner so we can get our binding back. That would be nice. Handful of spells. How many of them are Alrund's Epiphany, do you think? I think they have a Divide by 0. We can just practice punching them in the face then, right? Cool. They might divide their own Innkeeper here, but then I get to play a Planeswalker. They know that. Alright, so do we let them divide? They do nothing with their mana here. I think they want sciences. Yeah, let's make them hold it until next turn. There's nothing on that board they want to divide. Okay, they want a Eureka moment. That's a punish. They got me there. Sometimes you gotta pick your poison. I did not pick correctly. We'll see how much that gets me as far as not getting enough tempo. Quandrix Cultivator epic here. They still get to offer divide. Alright, that's a sign they don't really have divide. It makes me sad. I like being right. Okay, let's try to hold back the bindings for something that matters.
I will show you what happens when spiders
Gonna gain this life, then attack with his Innkeeper, see if they trade. We have Death Touch. Wouldn't want to waste it.
looks like who's ready for adventure.
Sure. Throw a counter on you. Summoner. Probably a summoner. And 2 mana open. That's curious. They might have Into the Royal to bounce it. Let's find out. Apparently not. Test of Talents, maybe? Oh, okay, there it is. Keep it coming.
You could have such power, but you are too weak. My power is.
See, they don't want to replay the summoner here. I just get the binding back. The real question is, how do I beat Coma? I think we have to ultimate Eliwick, to be honest. Don't think I have any reasonable ways. Again, they're just leaving up the mana. Brutal.
It's bold to bargain with me.
Here comes Ellie.
Even if we come on, hurry up, let's go.
Draw card. Yeah, baby. We worked hard for that card draw, okay? Give me a break. Let's go. Okay. Show them what's up. But the Death Touch. All right.
Oh, I hope we discover something new.
I am taking you to the I am taking you here. Let's try to deal some damage. Each player loses 1 life. Shambling Ghast. I think we play the Binding here because they want to play this summer, but we don't want them to. How are we going to get this Eliwick to ultimate, man? That's what it's going to take here. Here comes the summoner. Okay. I don't know, Binding can also do a lot. Mimic, okay. Sure. Now you've got 2. Good job. And now Innkeeper or what? They must have like Test of Talents or something. If they have Test of Talents for the Blood in the Snow, it's so bad for us. Should we play around it? I guess we still get to Binding. And this is the Mimic, so let's get them to, if they're going to bounce it, they bounce this to their hand, then we kill their summoner, and then they just have a Mimic in hand. No big deal. I guess we only have an eye twitch down there. That's kind of a tilt. We've got to be aware of letting them untap and be able to cast Allrun's Epiphanies with a 7/7 on the battlefield. Man, Binding the Old Gods has done work in this game. Oh, what? You want to go? 4/4. It's not enough. That's not enough. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 12th. Spiders. Rawr. Brah. Alright, now we have a board. Let's see if you have a summoner to deal with it. Because we still have the Binding on the field. So, if they're gonna do it, we want them to do it now. Interesting. Lots of Death Touch there. Everybody get in there. We gotta kill him. Wow, takes it. Okay, let's see if we can draw something good. Merchant? Whoa. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. I should have played this first, my bad. Discard a card. Sacrifice a creature. An artifact and a land? Doesn't sound good for me. Decline. Who knows? These might still have a purpose. makes it. Wow. Okay. How many summoners you got? We've got rid of 2. Deck doesn't have card draw. Not yet, anyway. Oh, that's a summoner. Okay, so. Maybe we don't want to. Maybe we sacrifice the tokens, right?
My will cannot be denied. And I, the generous one.
Yeah, that is a fresh hand we've got coming to us.
A gift.
There's another blood. Might as well use the treasures.
Do what I demand. I will get what I want.
All right, it's going to be a big turn cycle. Did they draw an answer to Blood on the Snow? Get him. Okay. As well have life and land. Let's pop them. Put them on the danger zone. Eddie. All right. I will decline. I'll take the damage. Maybe I should just discard a card anyway, right? Opponent goes to 3. Jesus. They're maniac. Okay. So we got 4 mana. And we have 2 cards to play. We should play these. We should use these because of Summoner. Actually, we should just use them on things that get value this turn, like Ellie. Because they're just going to play Summoner again. I'll make a 4/4, but we complete another dungeon. We gain life. I'm going to discard them both so we can get it back with a future Blood on the Snow. And now the +1 can use the dungeon that loses 1 life again. Since they're at 3, 2, 1, we're getting there. What a weird way to do it. Try to burn them out with dungeons. They are at 3 against the Havens. They've got to remember the Havens. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, there you go. They made a board. There's a binding. Not bad. Go, Ellie, go. Plus.
Come on, hurry up, let's go.
Each player loses 1 life. All right. Like I said, hard way to do it, but here we are. Might as well do all this. No reason to hold on to the treasures if they're going to potentially Cyclone Summon again. 35-2. How many turns in a row will you take? Lose 2 life unless you discard. I'll decline, but you can't afford it. Lose 2 life unless you discard. Or unless you sacrifice, my bad. Gosh, venturing's so tough. Okay, let's go. Haven time. A little more life before our innkeepers might fight the dust in combat, which is unlikely, but who knows. Turn them sideways. Man, the venture burn plan, baby. The venture burn plan for the win. Venture's OP. Who dares venture this way? Okay. Play the eye twitch. Get the sciences. Maybe our deck comes together. Alright, I'm nervous. I drew another 4-drop. Good. Prismari Campus. Spell Satchel. Okay. Ooh, that's a draw. If I do it now, do I have to discard? 1, 2, and 3. I do. But it could get countered on our opponent's turn. I guess I can just discard the Dracolite. We'll get you back someday soon. It's a little early for you. Cody. You don't play Cody and Spell Satchel, do you? I don't know. Okay, divide by 0 time. They might counter it. They might think I need it. Divide by 0. Pretty telegraphed. Alright, settle in. We're in for a fight. Spell Satchel draws cards. Can be good. We have 3 mana open. Let's see. You want to counter this? They did last time. Not this time. Okay. They definitely have something that hits spells on the stack, so like saw it coming, maybe. If they're gonna use it, we need them to use it. All right, let's assume they foretell the saw it coming that we knew about, and they miss a land drop. So I think what we want to do is play the Dracolich on their turn by sacrificing the Eye Twitch. Play around that counter spell. Hope that we catch them with an awkward hand. Okay. 2 damage to my face and make a treasure. I mean, are they thinking Velmaka Slower Hold? They might be. Crawling Barrens in your 3-color deck? Yeah. Sometimes the greedy Magic players, you can't stop them. They just show up. Mordekainen? Okay. They just tap out for that? Are you making a dog? No, you're drawing.
To control, one must first know.
Absolutely bizarre so far. Okay. I guess we should make sure it's end step. I don't know what I'm playing around, but it can certainly happen. Let's grab a fumes probably. Oh, you know what? Let's have enough of this spell satchel. They're having some mana issues. All right. Amazing how much loyalty that card has.
I'll be in my tower. Don't follow.
Doomscar, maybe? It would be an ideal time for it where I can't bring back the Dracolich. I could play around it in the future, although unlikely to, considering I'm holding all these Planeswalkers. Oh, we're reconstructing history. Okay. And you even have a Saw It coming? That's pretty good. But, how are you going to deal with the board? Alright, not holding up a Saw It coming. So what's the best way to take advantage of this situation? Hit him pretty hard. It would be nice if we could leave mana open to bring Dracolich back. But then we're not resolving a Planeswalker. They are really low. Not quite dead, but really low. Yeah, I think bringing back the Dracolich is going to be a very important thing. So, sack to draw and bring back. All right, just say go. We need to keep the pressure on. Mm-hmm. Watch out. All right, they have enough for divide by 0 now. It does cost them their treasure, but they get to charge their satchel. How are we going to finish this? Okay. Drop you to 6. Pass the turn. We got a discard. We discard. I'm actually discarding Lilith here. Gotta discard something else. I mean, do I need a binding? I don't know that I need a deadly dispute, but it's so good. Alright, Blood on the Snow is hard to resolve. I don't know, man. I I get to stack their deck. They probably have multiple turns at some point. We can't expect to avoid Allrun's Epiphany for too long. The card definitely pulls them away. Okay, they go in for the exhibition. They don't have a counter open. It's a pretty good draw. This could be a really fun line if it works out, but I've got an idea. I think I got him. Knock him to 1. Venture for lethal. This has to be the most unexpected lethal they've ever seen. Play me a song. It sucks so bad they died from it. Yeah, that's an early Lolth, so let's try it. Okay, looks like Mardu's sacrifice. Two, huh? Nice. Alright, let's keep an in. Let's not look too thirsty to trade our Shambling Ghast. Attack me. Thank you. Ooh, missing a land? Let me get right on that. Turn 3 Lolth.
My will cannot be denied.
Let's see if the opponent can get rid of her. We've got an Eye Twitch. Ooh, we're gonna keep rumbling? Everybody's gonna rumble? Nice. No? Maybe? Yes? I think they'll probably kill the spider anyway, but they might want the treasure. They did miss a land drop.
Subservience will be.
Okay, more spideys.
And I, the generous.
We're gonna keep their Goldspan Dragon from getting too big by killing off Kalain. Spider spam, baby. Spider spam. How much can they take? We also need our second green in case we draw Eliwick. So getting the binding played makes a lot of sense. Go ahead. Play your dragon. Crash right into the 2/1s. I dare ya. That works. And you get to learn.
Aren't I generous?
Alright, what do we do about Orcus? Trample's kind of a pain. Nice. Top deck. Let's go ahead and cube. I think I'll just make the spiders. They might have another Orcus, would probably be their best draw, or a way to get rid of the cube. Death touch, baby. Show them what's up. One spider down, perhaps. Take it. Why would they do that? They have Awaken the Blood avatar? Okay. That means I was gonna, like, devour this thing, but I think that means we need lull. We just want a wide board to take on their blood avatar.
You require a gift in exchange for loyalty.
Dragon. Okay. Whoa. Face? No lux. I'll just kill ya. I mean, you know you're at 11, right?
Go on, run, but we will catch you.
I guess they didn't know. They didn't know they were at 11.